What should a person know about domestic violence in Michigan? My name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're continuing our video series designed to educate and inform the public, so please subscribe to our channel. There's a lot of things to know about domestic violence cases in Michigan. The first thing I should comment on is recognize the signs. You see, there are often times that there will be domestic violence that occurs, and then when you talk to the people, they'll say, I knew this was coming. I should have known. She was doing this. She was doing that. And then you find out that, yes, this time she threw something at you and gave you a black eye, but 5 other times she threw something at the wall. There are signs. There are signs that you can look at and notice before it escalates to you being physically assaulted. And you got to watch for that. You got to watch for anger management and issues that are getting worse and worse and spiraling out of control. These are signs of potential domestic violence. A spouse being violent with other people. That could be a sign that, soon that'll find its way into your household. So you've really got to watch these kind of things. And you've got to discover, if it does happen, what legal protections there are. You got to realize, if you're the victim of domestic violence, you can call the police. The police will send officers to your house, take him out of the situation. You have to realize, though, that if you do this, there's a domestic violence, a criminal offense. So they're going to take that person out of the household and probably have a no contact order that keeps them away from you for your own protection. Remember one thing, though, that no contact order keeps them away from you and you away from them. So if you're relying on them for carpooling your kids, that ain't going to happen. They're not allowed to show up at your place anymore. If you're relying on them to give you money to pay bills, that's not going to happen during this proceeding because they're supposed to stay away from you. So you got to be very, very careful about this. I think it's important, if you got this going on, I think it's important to speak to an appropriate professional. Could be a counselor, could be a lawyer, to find out what steps can be taken so that you can maintain your life, but at the same time be protected. There are personal protection orders, there are other things, there are mutual injunctions the court can enter, and maybe those are better choices than starting a criminal case and having no contact orders and all of this. Every case is different. Your case may have certain things about it that make it ripe for PPOs or that make it, ripe for injunctions. It could be that you have a domestic violence thing going on. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe it's cultural. Maybe there are other things. Maybe counseling can help. There's a lot of situations that, lend itself to different solutions. Give us a call, tell us what your situation is, and we'll be able to guide you on what you should do or should not do in this particular case.